Omanyala really powerful, but Letsile Tebogo's had a good start. Akin Blake as well. Johan Blake also going well. Also coming through is Lindsay as well. But in the end, on the line, 9.92. Omanyala and Tebogo. Very, very close indeed in the photo finish. Who got it on the line? Omanyala looks, Tebogo looks. Neither of them celebrating. Omanyala's been given it, 9.92. Third and fourth, almost inseparable.
All right, so welcome to Sportswave Champions Insight Mindset Moment. This is a session where we get a brief moment to talk with our champions and understand their mindsets, perspective, and insight on both their personal and professional life. Today we are glad to have Letsile Tebogo from Botswana, the world under-20 record holder in 200 meters, the only junior to have run the sub-10 seconds in 100 meters and sub-20 seconds in 200 meters. He is the fourth fastest man in 300 meters with a 3.1 seconds after Wade, Michael Johnson, and Usain Bolt. He is the fifth fastest sprinter in the world as per the World Athletic ranking records at the moment. And that's quite an impressive record in such a short time in your career. Please welcome Mr. Tebogo. And
thank you, sir.
Welcome. We appreciate having you here. You're one of such a great story for the African continent or for the youth in general. So I'd just like you to briefly tell me how you started running and when you knew you would run fast.
I started running at a very young age. I think I was between the age of 12 and 13 when because there are those school sport games in Botswana which we call the BOPSA, Botswana Primary. I forgot what it stands for, but it's BOPSA. So I started running there when I was in my primary school, and then into the senior school. I ran also, but it wasn't that serious because I was more into football than athletics in the junior school. And then as time went by, for me to realize that I can start running was on 2019 Botswana Games when I qualified for the World Under-20 Championships that were held in Kenya. So that's when I really knew, because I've been doing football for a long time, and then athletics came to the picture, and then I knew there was a flight, because in football I've never traveled anywhere, and then I knew that this might be the chance for me to try this athletic journey, because in Botswana football isn't given that much. And then I just sat down and took in my thoughts and weighed the options of which is which, and then I went for athletics. So 2019 is the year that I can say is the year that I've changed or transformed from being a football player to being an athlete.
What position were you playing in football?
Most of the time I play as a striker, but I really love playing the central attacking midfield position.
So as a striker, you were running very fast in front there.
I was running very fast.
Okay. And did somebody tell you to try athletics, or you just felt that, let me give it a shot because it's something that you realized you have? Was it out of coaching, or it's just a talent that you just realized that you have and started to exploit, thought of exploiting it?
Big shout out to Mr. Marumo and Mr. What? I forgot the other teacher's name in the primary school, those who really pushed me to being into the athletics journey, because every time they would always want me to be there in the athletics school team, because I wasn't really doing it that much. So they pushed me on daily basis asking me to come to the training, all those type of things. So, and then I went there, and then here I am today.
So it's a talent that was in you, but you didn't realize you had it.
The talent, I knew I had it, but I thought it's going to be more giving into the football than the athletics one.
Okay. Okay. Any moment that you can remember in your life that you ran so fast and told yourself, yes, I can do it?
I'd say it was when I won the first gold medal for Botswana in Kenya, because that's when I really knew that this can be something great, something very beautiful for the country as well. And for me, it can be something huge that I can change a few lives for in my country or in my family.
All right. So Kenya has a place in your heart.
Yeah, Kenya has a place in my heart all the time.
All right, that's nice. How many races did you do in the last season, 2023 season?
2023 seasons, I did one 400 meter in Botswana, 300, and then the the race in Miami, that's the first 200, and then I came to Botswana for the 100 and 200, and then Diamond Leagues in Rabat, Paris, Lausanne. I'd probably say 15 races.
Oh, 15 races.
Or less. Yeah, because I think it's 15 or less.
Oh, 15 or less. Okay, okay. But you said you started in 2019. If you compare 2023 and 2022, which season did you do more races? And which season did you feel you performed well?
Because in 2019, I can't compare 2019 and 2023 because I was very young. So we did the minimum races. I think in 2019, the World Championships were in 2021 or 2020. No, 2021. So I ran about less than 11 races because we're trying to protect the body from getting fatigued at a very young age. So 2023 will have the upper hand there because now we are transforming to being a senior. So we're just trying to find ways on how to recover and getting the body freshened up and kick and going.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's something that I wanted to ask you maybe later, but since you've mentioned it, I can just go ahead and ask you, like, what are you doing or what plans do you have as an athlete that can enable you stay long in the race, avoid injuries, avoid burnout, and of course, give you that maximum performance?
For us, it's very easy and complicated at the same time because for us, we're not focusing on just the 100 meters. We do all the sprint events so that the body can know to get from point A to point B without getting tired. Because when you sprint, I believe when you sprint the 100 meters for a very long time, at some point the body is going to shut down because you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. So for me, because we're still young again, and then we weigh options of 100, 200, 400, 4x4. Those you're just playing with the muscles so that they can get used to uh the distances.
So it's a strategy to do different races so that the body is confused and is always ready to act when called upon. All right.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Most short races athletes, the 100 or 200 meters, they have a very big and powerful frame. And your frame is not that uh, quite as big as others. Is it something that you've thought about? in terms of your speed or your performance? Or is it something that your coaches have talked to you about? Do you want to increase it or you want to maintain it the way it is?
It will increase as the years goes by because you can't put everything right now because we're still prolonging the athletics journey. Because when we put everything now, after 3 years, it's game over for us. We can't continue with the athletics journey. So we're trying to build everything step by step until we get where we want to be.
I'm happy to hear that your technical team has a plan and have already planned for everything in your longevity in the sport. And I think that's the best way to go. Most athletes in Africa, I don't think they have that kind of plan, or the coaches that they have may not really look into that kind of a long-term strategy, just to make sure that the athlete is, grows with time and perform when required to perform. So that's very nice. So you have local coaches, or your technical team is comprised of only local coaches, or there's a mixture of foreign and local?
Uh, it's just local coaches and then John Smith there and there. He's not with us full time. He just help us there and there.
In Botswana, do you have coaching colleges or coaching institutions?
Uh, there are no coaching colleges in Botswana. There are just few coaches who have learned, I think, in Zimbabwe for the coaching. Yeah, and then they try to do the coaching.
Okay. Could you kindly maybe tell me what are some of the things that you do before a race that makes you composed and give out that performance? Because when you run, you look like you're so relaxed, you are so focused, you start celebrating even before you finish. So how do you get your mind to be in that frame?
Mm, most of the time before the race during my warm up, I just zone in and then listen to our traditional songs in Botswana so that I can know I'm home. I'm not in Budapest or wherever I am. I'm not there. I'm just in Botswana, just a different location. Because when you run, you need to take the mindset into your home country, where you come from, so that you can the pressure can go a little bit lower than any other. So for me, I think it works best for me. And then keeping down a cool head for yourself, not rushing everything, because everything you have done it in training. That there is just to execute everything and then the plan that you came with to that particular race.
That's very, very, very profound in this sense to me that you are getting your mind to be in a territory that it's familiar with, so it's not affected with the environment around you. So it's just assumes that it's the normal thing that you do, and in your normal setup. Yeah, that's very, very, very profound. You are done with grade 12, right? They call you schoolboy. Are you still in school or just finished school?
I finished school in 2021, so it's been 2 years without me stepping into the school premises.
So what are your plans in furthering your education and your career aspirations?
Currently, I'm still looking for some online courses that can keep me busy while I'm off the track, because we need to be hands on deck both sides so that when the sports journey comes to an end, there's something to fall back on.
Hmm. Yeah, it's important. It's something that most athletes do forget to consider. Uh, Most people think, or most athletes think that, or believe that they will run forever. And when your career comes to an end, then you have nothing to do. But again, education is very important for you to manage your career, whether in athletics or in any other field. It makes your mind more vibrant and understanding of issues, so that whatever you get from your races earnings, you can invest them wisely. So nobody can really, get your money that easy. Yeah, so education is key. Please keep on pursuing that. Don't let it take too long. The brain, you have to keep on, working it. It's the same concept. If you don't go to work out in the field, the muscles will relax. If it relax, it will not give you that performance. So the same thing applies to the brain. Yes. So if you don't read, if you don't do anything, it keeps on, wasting away, and that ability to read or grasp things goes away. All right. Now tell me, in the last 2, 3, 4 years, African sprinters are really making an impression in the world map. I see the South African Asine, we have Ferdinand, now you are on. We had your fellow countryman Amos, Isaac is also coming up. Tell me, who amongst these Africans are you looking forward to? And if there's anything you've learned from some of the seniors that have come before you since you started, competing with the seniors.
What I've learned from the seniors is there's no time for playing around, because it's all business now. Because when you look at my 2022, I was too playful, and then now into the senior category, everything has changed, because it's all business for everybody, and there's no time for those mind games again. And then also what I've learned from the seniors is sometimes you can get it, sometimes you might not get it, because when you look at Akani, he's been there since 2016. I think he's been there in all the finals of each and every championships that's coming up ahead, so it's something that I've learned, that you need to be consistent into being into the final, or just being there to take part into whichever competition or championship that's there.
Any challenge you're facing since you joined the seniors, beside being serious? Anything that you're trying to cope with?
I'm starting to get comfortable around them, because it's my first year as a senior, and then I can stay neck in neck with some of them. So it means that we are on the right track and everything is falling into place.
Okay, that's nice. So you mentioned that you're now serious. You're no longer playing. But what about the gesture when you look back and face your opponents and tell them that, I don't know, what do you tell them? What do you say? What do you say when you look back
I didn't say anything to him. It was just a gesture that happened at that particular moment. I didn't. There were no harm intentions there or harm ways that were said. It was just a gesture, because for me, it's all about having fun, because that memory is still there for the longest time. I think for the next 10 years, it's going to be there. Even if the under 20 record is going to be broken, it's still going to be there. That moment, it's still going to be there. Because for me, I feel like when you don't enjoy your youthful years, you'll never get them, because time goes forward, not backwards.
And when you were doing that, did you ever imagine that it could cost you some few seconds? Maybe the record you could have set a much higher record for that race?
For us, was just getting that gold medal again. We didn't want the time. It was just all about getting that, defending the title again. That was what was all about. It wasn't
Yeah.
all about the times, because even in the interview they asked me if I'm going to break the world under 20 record again. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
So you're not looking forward to, you're not working towards breaking the record. You're just doing it. If it comes, well and good. If it doesn't, as long as you get the gold. Is that what you're saying?
As long as you get the gold medal, that was what the most important thing ever.
I don't know how it works with in Botswana, in Kenya. No, with the World Athletics. I believe when you break the record, there's some fee that you get beside the gold, winning the gold.
In Botswana, they said to me, World Athletics doesn't pay for the world under 20 record. So I didn't get much invested into it.
Okay. But for the seniors, are
But
you looking
now,
forward?
because you mentioned it, I'm going to do some research about it.
For the junior, I'm not sure, but find out. And but for the seniors, I believe they do. If you break a record, I think there's some prize money you
Yeah,
earn.
for the seniors, yeah, they do.
Yeah. So, are you looking forward to breaking? Because you are the fourth fastest man now. Yeah. In 100, 200, and 300 combined, and the fifth fastest in the world. Yeah. In terms of speed, if the timings are worked out. So you are in that league, or rather you are in that space that you can, because the difference is just few seconds. Yeah. So are you looking forward to breaking any of the records of the races that you take part in? And which is your favorite race? Is it the 100, the 200, 300, or 400?
It's going to be a tough call to make, but the 100 is most tactical race. So I'll say my favorite one is the 200, because you can fix along the way there and there. But in the 100, you can't fix anything. So breaking the records, I can't mention them now. But if they come, they come. But most definitely, I'm looking forward to breaking them.
Yes, because you can. If you rethink of your strategy, I believe you can. You run like you are enjoying, and that's the most important thing in anything you do.
Yeah.
Mentioning that, how did you feel when you got the silver in the World Championship?
Um,
And did you expect
I
it?
felt when I came into the World Athletics Championships, well, our mindset was just to make it to the final. That was all that was all about. And then it came. The first race, the first heat, we had a bad start, and then something terrible happened here in Botswana. And then the second one, we managed to fix the start, and then went into the final. So during the last block test in the warm-up area, everything changed immediately, like nobody's business. It just rang a bell into my head, and I told my coach that, man, I see a podium with this start that we have been doing. I see a podium finish. Which one we don't know, but a podium finish, I see it. And then we are arguing for a very long time, because he was saying, no, we made it to the final, but the start is. So I told him that we're making into the final, and then bang, it brought us a silver medal.
That was nice. Your first time in the finals, World Championship, and you got a silver.
Yeah, most
So,
definitely.
so 2024, I hope you get a gold, even though I have Mr. Manyala is my countryman, and we were really looking forward to him, doing well. But stuff happened, as it always does in sports. So we're very happy for you guys. You know, in 100 meters, you know, Africans finishing at that, you know, getting to the finals and finishing second. That was a big achievement. Mostly it's Jamaicans, the US, the Britons, you know, and the big countries. So you guys keep on working hard, and I believe one day, one time, the title will come to Africa. Yeah. Uh, Talking about World Championships, what is your plan with the Olympics? Are you looking forward to qualifying for the Olympics? And how does it work in Botswana? Will they go by the world ranking, or you have to, you know, undergo trials in Botswana for you to make the team? And is there any competitor in Botswana?
In Botswana, you just qualify because we have already qualified. So that in Botswana there are no trials. You just qualify and then wait for the date of the departure with the national team, and then you go for the Olympics.
Okay. That's quite straightforward for you. Other countries like Kenya, you make the world timings, you still have to be subjected to a trial for you to make it to the Olympics. So it's not easy sometimes for a Kenyan to make it to the Olympics due to that high competition. Maybe, is there anything that makes you feel different from others, whether in the track or in your personal life, that you say, Letsile, this one, I don't.
For me, I feel like because in Botswana, they are those who call themselves the celebrities. For me, I leave that name when I get into the country from any country that I'm from to participate in. I just leave that and just be a child who is just well known, and then you know how people are. Let's take photos. You just give them everything that they want, basically. So what makes me different from them is that I really don't know, but I think that's what makes me different from any other person.
You want to be humble. Don't want the celebrity status to get into your mind.
Exactly, because once I have a problem, I'm the one who should go back and ask help from the people.
It's a challenge. Some athletes who, you know, got into fame and then within no time they messed up their life. You know, they engaged in social issues which really destroyed them. And it's because they failed to be humble or appreciate the fact that they are like any other human being, even though they have more better skills. And, you know, so if you're able to maintain your humility, and, you know, that will take you, you know, places. Maybe last question, because time is running out. Any advice that you could give to young men or ladies who want to succeed in sports?
What I'll say to them is, Rome wasn't built in a day. They shouldn't give up on their dreams. They should keep on going. Eventually, they'll get where they want to be with their journey of athletics or whatever sport they are doing.
All right. And any message that you'd like to send to your competitors for the next season?
Not really, because I'm not that person who always talks, you know, because the other seniors, they do the talking, we do the running. So they will talk, we'll listen, and then we'll see how the Olympics come about.
All right. Thank you so much. That's nice. Yeah, let them talk. You do that. All right. Thank you so much, Letsile. I wish you well. And
Thank you so much, sir.
yeah, I wish you well and well in your career and in your next season. Thank you so much and have a good afternoon. We'll talk again.
Thank you so much, sir.
Let's talk again, maybe in the mid-season or after the World Championship or to the Olympics. All right.
Yeah, we'll talk again.
All right. Thank you so much and pass my regards to your colleagues. All right.
Thank you.
All right.